Hi, it's the Honey Queen, and I'm up in Shelley, Idaho, where I grew up. And this is my favorite niece, Mary.
Hello.
She's got 6 kids, and we have been trying to do this recipe on honey cough drops together. So we've been texting and calling to perfect this recipe, and we think we've perfected it because we like it better than bought ones.
Yes, way better. My kids like it better than store-bought ones.
Yeah, it's homemade, it's all natural, raw, unfiltered honey, causes honey, of course, aids in your relief for your, your sore throat or cough, and actually reduces your nighttime coughing, so you can sleep better, have a better quality of sleep, and also it's not quite as sweet. Did you find it was like just a little bit?
They're not quite as sweet, but they still have great flavor. And
yes.
Especially the nighttime coughing with the little kids. It's so horrible to have them drink all night and then they're coughing.
It's amazing. And you can also use your darker honey. So if you have some darker honey you want to use up, it's your thing. But don't do it on rainy days because
they will not set up.
It's just rainy days and humidity just doesn't work very well. So what you need for your ingredients, make sure you have some Cox's honey on store, cinnamon, these are lemons actually from my friend's tree, thank you friend, and ginger root, did I say cinnamon? Okay,
yes,
and cornstarch, have some parchment paper, and you want to tell us some of the tools that we're going to use?
Yeah, we're gonna just juice our lemon, this mallet's, we're gonna teach you how to shred the ginger root, so the mallet's for that. And then a candy thermometer, pretty much an essential tool for making these. And the grater is just another option for the ginger root.
Yeah,
I'll show you when we get there.
Chop it or smash it or grate it. Okay, so we're going to do the ginger root first.
Okay. Step 1. Okay. When you're doing the ginger, I had to YouTube a bunch of videos. There's lots of different ways to do it. We just found it's easiest. You just use a spoon and you peel off that outer peel. And the spoon's nice because it gets in all the nooks and crannies. And then we're going to chop it up in a minute.
And we only need 1 teaspoon.
And anything I found, I just did a whole root at one time, and anything you don't use in this recipe, you can throw in the freezer for later.
Oh my goodness, this smells so good. A good cook is a clean cook. That's what my mom said.
Okay, and then
Yeah, so you can grate it or you can chop it just like this. And we only need 1 teaspoon of that. And a pinch to go in.
that's the glory of a home recipe, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, well, technical difficulties here. Be back in a minute.
Cut this lemon up. Did you want to smell that? It kind of looks.
It doesn't look like a lemon, but it is a lemon, I promise you.
Orange.
You did it the right way, good girl. I'm that for my Mexican friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was doing the other direction for the longest time.
I learned that when I was doing pampered chef parties and stuff.
Oh, so it's
This
just a
is the way.
tablespoon. I'm guessing that's about 2 tablespoons. Here is a tablespoon. We're going to pour it here anyway, so we'll do 1, 2, not quite, almost.
And once again, I love about the lemon juice, if you have an ice tray, you can just put any extra lemon juice in the ice tray and freeze it.
That's true. Freezer's our best friend.
Yes. Nothing goes to waste.
So that's 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And I prefer fresh because it gives you more fiber in your, it's just better for you.
It is. There's also some of the benefits in the cough drop that you don't get when it's store-bought.
That's exactly true. So we have our 1 teaspoon of ginger. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. See how easy that is? And half a cup of Cox's honey. And I did have water in this container before because remember from other previous ones, it just slides a lot better. Okay. I think that's all. We're going to heat this up next on our stovetop to a hard crack. And we'll show you how to do that in a minute.
Our ingredients in the pan on the stove. We're going to heat it at, we want to heat it on a low, medium heat so that it heats up really slowly. That honey can burn really easily, so you just want to keep that in mind. And we're just going to stir it constantly. And after I get it stirred up real good, I'll put my candy thermometer in. We found the candy thermometer is absolutely essential to get it to the right temperature. But it's very important that you don't touch the bottom of your pan with your candy thermometer. Make sure it's floating in your ingredients. And we're just going to boil it. How long did we end up boiling it? It was about
15 minutes.
About 15 minutes roughly until it's to the hard crack stage. And then we'll take it off and put it in our candy containers.
Now why do you have the bowl on the side there?
So this bowl, there's 2 parts to the hard crack stage. One is the temperature on your candy thermometer, and then just to check, especially we're in Idaho, and so we have an altitude difference. So we want to adjust that about 10 degrees and about 10 degrees on our candy thermometer. And then this ice bowl, this bowl of ice water, is how we verify it's at the hard crack. So we're going to take a small scoop of our ingredients after it's all cooked and we think it's done and put it in here. And if it gets hard and cracks in our ice water, we know that's what we need. Okay, our honey is boiling now, our cough drops, so we're going to go ahead and put our candy thermometer in. And once again, we want to make sure we're not touching the bottom.
I love that little side thing. That's a great idea.
I have to figure out how to make it.
Down further, there you go. So it's going to get like 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 Celsius, but it is more in Idaho. I think you say 312,
Yeah.
but I actually pull it off less when I'm in Vegas because of lower sea level.
Just want to sit for us.
Altitude makes a difference.
My candy thermometer. Okay, it's at the hard crack stage, but you know, we talked about being in Idaho and a higher altitude, so we're gonna test it in our bowl before we take it off. Oh. Whoa. Cool down.
So actually where I live in Henderson, Nevada, it cooks pretty fast, like 10 to 15 minutes. We're finding it's about 25, maybe 30 minutes. A little bit longer.
Ooh, it's hard. It's not quite cracking though, so I'm definitely
Almost there.
Else extra 5 to 10 degrees.
You don't want to pull it off too late because then it's too hard and it tastes burnt. It's that just right stage.
Yep.
It's almost there though. Okay, we're there. It's coming out. You have to pour this quickly and then we have to clean up quickly.
Good. We're going to stir it real good before we pour it in these trays.
We found these at Hobby Lobby if anyone's wondering.
Yes.
So she's going to pour it on and then we're going to smooth it across. And after it cools, we will roll it in cornstarch. We found that worked best. You could do powdered sugar, you could be cinnamon, but we found that worked the best. And then you will wrap it in parchment paper. We found that worked best too. We've tried the wax paper, we tried the foil, we tried the plastic wrap.
We even tried not wrapping it. And these honey ingredients just end right back together.
Just turned into one big glob.
Yeah. One big
It
glob.
smells so good. So for those of you that are worried about the ginger flavor, it's not overwhelming because you got honey and lemon in there and the cinnamon. It really evens out. But
Blends. And I am not a ginger flavor person, and it really does even out. It just, the flavors combine so nicely, and it's perfect when you're wanting that sore throat cough.
right. I wish you were all here because it smells so good. So let it cool, clean it up immediately. After it dries, roll it in the cornstarch. Voila, there's your cough drop. Store in an airtight container. I use a glass jar and put it in there. And grandchildren, did you find the bee? I'll show you this. I got it on my little feet. All over today. I'm the bee lady today. So if you love this recipe plus others, please share this with other people. Share the sweetness and subscribe to my channel. Check me out on all other platforms of social media and have a sweet day. Oh, actually, we'll be back to show you this when it's done. We'll be back. Okay, some taste testers here. So we're just going to pop these out. Oh, it just came out like that. And we roll them in cornstarch. And we usually wrap them in paper like this. They won't last very long. Airtight container. So I just roll the ends like that. And
Wait, is that for me?
I'm just going to let you try this without the cornstarch on because that's to keep it
What do
sticky.
you think? Do you want this one, Tyler?
What are these again?
You want to just taste it without the cornstarch? What are these, Sarah?
Cough drops.
Yes.
Do you like them?
Good answer. They only have 28 calories, 8 grams of fiber, and 7 grams of sugar. So that's pretty good compared to another cough drop.
Yes.
Right.
We didn't end up cooking them. We ended up cooking them closer to 25 minutes instead of the 15 we were thinking, and we were discussing it, and it's closer to 15 in Vegas, but here in Idaho we had to do closer to 25. And then we cooked them about 5 degrees beyond hard crack, not the full 10 we were talking about, and so that's why that
You just
cold
have to
water,
babysit it.
yep, that cold water test was the answer when we were ready to take them out. So,
I want one
There you
in
go.
there.
Have a sweet day. Everyone say bye. Good.
Grandma Ruth.
Do you like it, Tata?
Can you get them out of there?
Can I test it with that?
Sure.
You
nothing
can.
hurt ya.
Mmm.
Here you go, Tyler. Can you put them in the cornstarch? Here, Sarah, you can put these in the cornstarch. Whoop. Yeah, this turned out better than mine.
I think this.